Yeah.
Alright, so I had to get this little S-spring out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a hammer and stick it right there and knock it out with another hammer. Yeah, unfortunately I'm going to need both hands for that, so I'll be right back with you. Yay! Alright, I gotta figure out a way to mark these spider gears, so I put them back exactly how I pulled them out. That way, I mean, you don't necessarily have to, but I think it's like good practice. So I got this paint marker. Put the dot right there, dot right there, and let's see, I'll just do a dot on this one. This paint marker, I'm just going to use the gear paint. But anyway, you know, I got to just figure out a way to mark these to where I'll put them back, all four of them. And once I get that done, I'll pick the camera back up. Alright, see what I did there? So not only am I showing you, I'm actually making this a reference so I remember. Dot up here, dot right there, dot, 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 one dot, dot, two dots. So one dot on the top, two dots on the bottom, two dots on the right, one dot on the left. Yeah, I think I can remember that. As long as them little paint marks stay, we'll be good to go. Alright, I have a little help with the camera to get, now that I got the spider gears all marked, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rotate them and they're going to come out. See, the bottom one already fell out. There's the top one. Make sure you get this little washer. Just leave it on there. Let's see. The one on the bottom came out too. And these, these are a little pain in the ass, but anyway. I'll just kind of wiggle them, get them out. That way you can get to these clutch packs. Alright, I'm going to put this one back in, make sure the washer is on the outside and that these little tabs are lined up. That's in there. Now here's the clutch, the pack from the other side. Basically, I just want to put them back the same way they came out. So start with the washer. Here's the new washer, clutch. Clutch. There's usually two of those. Two. Clutch. Clutch. And two. And a clutch. Almost put and then you got to kind of line these splines up, and they they should just fall right into place. Alright, it's all back assembled. Put the pin back in there to make sure it lines up. Yep, it goes in and right through. Good deal. That's what we want. Now, I can't believe it actually went in. So I'm going to go ahead and press on those new carrier bearings, and we'll be able to slide that bad boy into the housing. I'm kind of losing track on what I'm doing here. Not what I'm doing in general, but what, you know, sometimes I forget to grab the camera and share things with people, because I think a lot of people, I think I shy away from a lot of this stuff because I think a lot of people disagree with me, and I'm not going to argue with you. You can do it however you want to do it. This is just how I do it. Okay, so you see all them little paint marks right there? Okay, so when you're installing the ring gear, you're supposed to press it on. Okay, but sometimes when people don't have a press, they want you to shy away from using the bolts as the press. Like, they don't want you to pull, tighten it to where it pulls it up, and then you end up, bending something or stripping something out. But I use these as a reference. I mean, of course, what I did was I put the bolts in as far as I can get them, and I beat it down evenly with a rubber hammer, just so I don't mess up the ring gear. And then you can only get so far that way. My press is not designed for anything this big. It is just for bearings and little minor things. So I got them down as far as I could, and what I would do is I would tighten it, mark it, tighten it, mark it, tighten it, mark it. So now what I'm doing is I'm pulling every bolt out, and I'm putting on some thread locker, and then I mark it out here. Okay, and then after I have all of them with thread locker on it and they're all marked, then I'm going to go and torque them. And the way I'm going to mark them after they're torqued is by the bolt head itself. So there's going to be 3 markings on here. If you see them, it is a reference for myself. I'm also going to recommend one more thing. Use gloves. Not nylon gloves. Use real gloves. These things are freaking sharp, and they will cut you. So just a tip. I don't really enjoy using gloves because I can't stand them being on my fingers. I can't grab things. These mechanic gloves are actually not that bad, but and this is not paid by mechanics. I just picked them up. But for rear differential work, any gear work in general, these things are unforgiving, guys. They will rip your freaking fingers off and not feel bad about it. So just use protection. Don't be stupid. Anyway, you want to torque these down in series. In series, meaning in stages. You want to start with like 25 or 35, work your way up to like 50, and then 100. That's where you end up. So I'm going to get cracking on that. That way I can get this this rear back paint. I want to get it painted and get it back underneath the car. It's all torqued down, 100 pounds, 2 spec. Now I just gotta install it. Already primed it. Now I'm painting it. Painting it with epoxy paint, some caliper style paint. That's the first coat. It's gonna look really good. I'm really proud of this rear, the way it turned out.